Good afternoon. It's November 3rd, and I had reason to be out east of Broad Street here in the Warehouse District. And since I was west of Broad Street yesterday, I thought I'd do a walk on them over here. We're looking at Nikki's Cafe at the corner of 7th and Winnipeg Street there. And this is where I just was. This is the old GMC office building when there was a factory here. Oh, a GM factory, which we'll see as we go around the corner here. This was their office building, and now it's the home of a number of things, but the Sask Books office is in there. Sask Books Book Awards office is in there. And I was just dropping off some books that I'm entering this year that I published. So if we go back here, we can walk down between the office building. That building in front of us is the old factory. Oops, you see that my microphone's a little out of shape there. Let's fix that. Hopefully that's better. Now, it had a fire, and I don't know what state it's in inside, but it's been abandoned for a long time, basically. But anyway, you can sort of see at one point they built cars in here. So this will be a very industrial walk today over here. I walked over here a couple of times, but not recently. Oh, I should have put my hat on too. I'll have to do that. It's in my pocket. Just hold on a second. This might be slightly jumbled video-wise. A lot of ice back here. Ooh. Like I said, it's above freezing, but not much. So there's been some melting, but that just makes the ice worse. Now, this building here actually has the Saskatchewan Writers Guild in it. So another building I've been to quite a few times for this and that. Right down there at that end is where their office is. Come this way, that's a lot of nothing. There's some city facilities over there for road work, stockpiling, stuff like that. This, of course, is the old factory, continues in that direction. Maybe I'll go down here. I've never walked in that parking lot, so let's go down this way. This probably won't be too long a walk, but I will try to make it unusual because I've never walked along here, so this is the first time ever. Like I said, I have no idea. Regina Facilities Department. I think this is all city-owned. Vehicle exit. Yeah, so this is all part of their road work, maintenance, and all that kind of stuff, I would guess, behind these closed doors. So it just looks like we're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. We're not really. That building way over there, the big one, will probably end up close to it. I won't go in there, but is probably the, is the old Sears warehouse, and it was something else before that. Quite a major warehouse. Now, it is also closed and not what it once was. Colliers International, parking only. That's probably also part of the old GM structure. That one's really falling down. Never even walked back here to see this stuff. Yeah, that's a ruin for sure. It'd be a great place to shoot like a Dirty Harry movie or something. They don't still make Dirty Harry movies, of course, but happened to watch them recently because I've never really seen them. Yeah, well, this is really depressing out here, so I could go around the corner Walk down the street over there. So let's do that, because I've never walked over here at all, that's for sure. Stockpiles over here for city facilities. Only a slightly creepy looking guy wearing a mask outside in the middle of the day. Like someone up to no good, if you ask me. We'll go this way because I'll probably walk back along 7th over there. Then you'll see all those buildings over there. But for now, we will continue this way. Also, it's a gray day and you have a little bit of snow and ice on the ground. It just looks like a, like I said, dystopian movie set. Has an address, 1310 7th Avenue, whatever it is. City of Regina, it says on it. Not all the walks are scenic. Sometimes they're just city stuff. This is about as unscenic as you can get and still be really in the middle of the town. I have no idea what that building is. Probably has a sign on it somewhere. But clearly a factory type place, I would guess. Might be a store. Street. All the streets over here are named after cities. Ottawa, Halifax, St. John's, that sort of thing. I think there's a Toronto street. Various things. What does that say on it? Cabinetry. Car wash. Beck and McDonald. I don't know who Beck and McDonald are, but that's their building. Black and McDonald. And you see, that's why it's called the Warehouse District. It has all these old warehouses over here. That one actually has an old sign on it. Cartage. Once upon a time, that's what it was. Cinderella's Sewing and Quilting. Well, I wouldn't have expected something like that here. There it is, Cinderella's Sewing and Quilting. Warehouse District Medical Clinic. I didn't know there was a medical clinic over here either. That's a fairly new building as these things go. That one, or at least it's a recently refurbished older building. Doctor's office. Sorted, it's a recycling place. That's why it has so much junk outside. It's not junk, it's recycling. Globe Elite Electrical Contractors. Let's get out of this truck's way in case he comes this way, which he didn't. So can't go that way. That takes you right into the city facilities. We'll carry on up this way, I think. Because I really have no idea what's up here. Executive Mat Service. Safety, health, environment. I know that if we go on all the way up here, we will come to the school board office, public school board office. If we go all the way up to the cross street, which is 4th, I believe. So maybe we'll do that. Am I showing you a scenic view of Regina today, or what? What the heck is that? A metal lattice work of some sort. There's no sidewalks here. Not really intended to be much of a pedestrian area, that's for sure. We'll go on up to 4th and then go around to the left, back down to 7th, I think is the way this is going to work. So here is 5th Street, and we're on St. John, as I said. They're all named after cities. Around the corner there's a furniture store we've gone into a few times. And down there you can see the big Sears warehouse, which we will walk around to shortly. I can maybe get off the road here for a little bit, which is good. And I'll go back on it because there's less ice on the road than directly ahead of me. I'll go up here because it's actually got gravel on it. Now let me see. City greenhouse is over there. Yeah, Regina Public School Board is right in front of us here. Right there. See the sign, Regina Public Schools. Not sure what that is, probably another city facility of some sort. Or it might be a, book depository or something for the school board, I don't know. This is a collision center if you've had I think I brought a car here maybe once. There's no sidewalk down there, so that's why I'm staying up here in the parking lot. Icy though it is in spots. Western Auto Body. Oop. Let's get off the ice. That's better. Western Wheel Alignment. And then we come to Furniture World. Not nearly as exciting as Disney World. Oh, there's an airplane going by up there. Furniture World. I think I've been in there once or twice looking at furniture, oddly enough. Mega sale! 20 to 50% off store-wide now. Hurry for best selection. Furniture World. Complete with colonnade. Very classical entrance. Got to keep watching my feet so I don't slip on any unexpected ice patches. Another scenic alley. Mini Kota. Authorized service dealer for what? It's all got fish. Ice fishing. Huh, I didn't know we had that. Costco over there. Now, that building there used to be where I took my Volvo all the time, the little white one. There was a Volvo repair person there. And then he left, and we were left without a Volvo. Once we cross over here and go down now right on Broad Street, we'll see a lot of car dealerships. Like here's an Austin Mini dealership. They're not all here, but a lot of them are. I think we've got a sidewalk now too, so let's go find that. Mini Regina. Wholesale Club. Maybe that's not Costco, but it's a similar sort of thing. Great Canadian Wholesale Club. It used to be a Costco, I think. Mini Regina, and again you see the big old Sears warehouse coming into view there. Graveyard over there. That whole block is Regina Cemetery, the oldest cemetery in town. This is a straight run down to Albert Street up that way. So we got a nice clear sidewalk here, so that's good. So what do we got after the Mini, which appropriately enough is a fairly small building, and you have the somewhat larger BMW Regina building, which is why there's all these BMWs parked along here. It's not just a fancy parking lot. This is where you'd get a BMW, if that's your bag. It still says Sears over there, but in fact, I think the building is empty. Dilawri is a big automotive sales group here in Regina. I don't know if they're based in Regina, but the iX, the i4, take charge of a new age. So far, nobody has said hello to me today. Must be boring you with all this warehouse stuff. We'll see a bunch more car dealerships going down this way. Next up, we have Infinity. Another old building over there. It's had a few things in it. I even rehearsed in there once upon a time. Was that the Fantastics, maybe? Maybe. Many years ago. Thai productions that I used to perform with 30 years ago. We rehearsed in there at least once that I remember. Or was it this one? Maybe it was this one. I guess it was this one, actually. And after Infinity, we've got Nissan. Army and Navy over there. It's not an Army and Navy anymore, but I remember coming here as a kid with my parents and shopping an Army and Navy discount store, trying to save a few bucks. There's always been a furniture store there. Kozan Furniture was a long-standing business here. I don't know if they're still there or not, but that's still a furniture store, I believe. Next we get Mitsubishi. So if you're shopping for cars, you can shop at all of these. I suspect they're all owned by Dilawri, but I'm not 100% sure. No, it's definitely not Kozan anymore. And here it says Dilawri. Another furniture place over there, Madison's, in an old building. There you can see downtown now. This is 6th, so the next street is the one we'll want to turn down to go back to the car. That's a Value Village, so it's a, secondhand store. This old building, Coco Patisserie, you used to be able to go in and buy stuff from them, but now, if they're still in operation, they only sell to restaurants. But maybe they are simply gone. I'm not sure what happened to them. We used to go in there and buy stuff sometimes. Then as we continue along, that gray building over there was the original Eaton's. And it has stores and shops and things in it, but it's more of a, and it was a Sears discount warehouse for a while, but it's got, what do they call it? It's like a regular thing in there. Almost like a regular farmer's market or craft market. New Line Boxing Academy, if you like to hit people. Tattoo Studio. Cloud 9 Live Bar and Grill. There's a bar I would never go into. I've never been into. And don't think I ever would be. Drip Coffee Shop over here I've been in a few times. Oh yeah, it's so beautiful, this part of it. Sherry. Sherry or Char? Or Shan? I can't read it. Shan, I guess it is. Sorry about that. Shan. Yeah, this is not exactly the most scenic walk. Drip. Healthy fast food. Yeah, this used to be a plumbing supply store. I mean, we looked at bathtubs and stuff in there, but not now. And this is empty. Queen City Cakes. They used to be somewhere else. They do make good cakes. 1913, that building. This is the John Deere Plow Company. At one point, you could buy tractors in here. So going back to homesteading days. Kind of a classic building, actually. It supposedly has the same plan as the Texas School Book Depository, where Lee Harvey Oswald hung out before he shot JFK. Oh, I still need to go over one more. Well, we'll walk this way and then go over one. I guess I was on 8th, not 7th. I should have known that. We can cross here if we're lucky. Yeah. Visitor Medical Center, another medical center down here I didn't really know about. Oh, we've shopped for hot tubs in there if we ever buy one. if we ever get our extension built, they started working on it seriously this summer, and then as of July, nothing has happened since. So that's annoying. Last I heard, he said he'd get back to it in November, so that's what we're holding on to. Some hope. Looks like the weather's going to improve a bit, so maybe that'll help him come back and get back to work. It's just framed, really, is all that's been done. So there's windows and doors sitting out there waiting to be installed. And then, of course, there'll be electricity and plumbing and everything. It's only 67 square feet. It's not very big. But man, it's been a pain to get it built. It was supposed to have been built, should have been built a year ago by now. It should have been all finished. And instead, we're still getting it in drips and drabs. Jones House, the carrying place. Yes, such a beautiful part of the city. I'll move over so I don't get run over. And then move back so I don't slip and fall. Back of another old warehouse. Well, a bit late since Halloween was Tuesday, but I'll take it. Happy Halloween. Happy belated Halloween. Okay, now we'll just go straight down the street here to where I left the car, and that will be the walk. So about another 10 minutes here, I think. Yeah. High-performance websites that drive business growth. Also, carpet. Clearly that's just a sign, has nothing to do with the business there. Western Cycle, source for sports. I bought a bicycle in there once upon a time. But it was for Alice, and it's a kid's bicycle, and she's 22, so it's been a while. I wouldn't mind having a new bicycle, but I'd have to get a GoPro if I was going to live stream on the bicycle. District Brewing Company over there. They make good beer. I've never been in their little brew pub, or not exactly a brew pub. Well, I guess it is. Showroom, whatever you want to call it. Should check it out someday. If I'm coming down here to look for beer, though, it's at Bushwhackers, where I was yesterday. It's always our first choice. Best beer in Canada. Caliber Coffee Roastery over there. Tasting bar, showroom. Check it out too sometime. It says now open, so I think it must be fairly new. McPherson and Tom here. I don't know who they were. It still says McPherson on it, so I guess it's still them. Pump supplies, it says. I think it was like small motors or something one time, but maybe I'm imagining that. Platinum Roofing Limited. Boy, you got to be rich if you got platinum roofs. More cabinetry. It's like my sidewalk is suddenly no longer cleared here for some reason, probably because there's no building here. There used to be. I have a vague recollection of what it should look like. Clearly it got torn down. perhaps since the last time I walked this way. Father's Furniture Gallery. We bought a mattress in there, but it was a different name at the time. The store had a different name. I think the mattress we're still sleeping on was bought in there. We really need a new one, but I find it interesting that power poles don't necessarily stand up straight. That one has a distinct bend to the right. Oh, this one is still here, but it doesn't look like it's long for the world. That one's been well kept up. Bravo Tango. This is another part of the GMC complex, I think. Don't remember. It's in my book, Historic Walk to Regina and Moose Jaw, but I can never remember anything when I'm actually out walking. After all, I wrote that 20 years ago now. Something like that. Bravo Tango is an ad agency. Not sure what's in that fairly modern building on that corner. This sort of brick and Tyndallstone being a form of limestone, is kind of classic Regina architecture from the early years. All right, almost there. Queen City Glass has been there forever. As you can tell by the sign, you don't see signs like that anymore. I don't know if it still lights up at night. I bet it did once. You can see Nikki's Cafe again up there on the right. That's what I was looking at when I started this walk. And as I said before, Saskatchewan Writers Guild is in this building here, so I've been in there many times for many things. And I'm sure I will be again someday. Possibly for the Christmas party. They always have a little Christmas get-together that I usually try to get to if it's on a day I can go. Honeywell, Print West over there, I've been in once or twice for print jobs. And here we come back around to the old GMC office building from back when we had a General Motors factory here. Basically the crash did it in, I think. In the 29 crash. So, I will stop here. Thanks for walking with me today. I'll see if I'm back over the weekend. I don't know for sure. Might be, might not be. But that's it for today. Subscribe if you haven't. Bye for now.